So this is my 8-week bump date. Yay! So I've made it 8 weeks. Um, it has been a pretty good week so far. Still same symptoms. Um, I'm still dealing with some morning sickness, but I feel like it's gotten better since I started the Diclegis, the anti-nausea medication that I started. I've been on it almost, oh yeah, 2 weeks. So I have my days where I feel good and I'm still nauseous, but it's like doable. And then I have my days like yesterday where I'll wake up and I'm just like, I know I'm gonna have a bad day and I know I'm gonna be pretty nauseous. So the vomiting definitely has stopped. I do gag and like do the motions of throwing up, but nothing comes out. But last week and this weekend I did throw up a couple times, but I feel like I have it under control. I feel like I know my little tricks of what to do when it does come on. So I've found that when I get a really good night's sleep, like I just sleep all through the night, I'll wake up and I'll feel pretty good. Like last night I got a good night's sleep. That's why I decided to film today, because I'm feeling good and I'm feeling pretty energetic and I'm doing chores around the house and I've eaten like 5 meals. So, anyways, yeah, when I get really good sleep at night, I wake up and I'm like, I can tell it's gonna be a good day. I know I wake up, but there's no nausea. I still do the things that I normally would do where I have, right when I wake up, I have a couple crackers. I have a bunch of food by my bed. I have like a box of saltines. I have some almonds, cashews. I have some granola bar things, like Cliff Bars. And I'll just take a few bites of that, usually when I wake up first time to go to the bathroom. And I'll do that, and then, yeah, that kind of tides me over. So, anyways, yeah, so when I get a good night's sleep, I usually feel good the next day. When I don't get too good of a sleep, I wake up pretty nauseous. I lay in bed for most of the day, just because I can't do too much. But like I said, nausea or vomiting has definitely pretty much gotten way better. Usually when I brush my teeth, I will gag. I will smell certain foods and I'll just gag, and I'll kind of rush to the sink or closest sink or toilet, and I'll just kind of like wait there for a second, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm good. So yeah, I feel like I've gotten it down pretty well. So, and then yesterday I've noticed that when I eat real protein, like chicken, beef, I feel so much better. So yesterday was my husband's birthday. I felt so bad because I was sick most of the day. He got home, he was barbecuing food because he was having his whole family over for a barbecue for his birthday. And he was making all the food and went to the store and had to do everything. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even get him a cake because I just couldn't leave the house yesterday. I didn't feel good. So he had to do everything, and then my mother-in-law also bought him a cake, so that helped. But yeah, I was just super sick, and I feel like I have the flu when I have my bad days. Like I feel like I have the stomach flu. So yeah, I was just in bed just moaning, just like, oh God, I just did not feel good. So he came home and was barbecuing meat because we were making tacos. So he was barbecuing chicken and beef, and he's like, come downstairs, I made you a little piece of chicken. I'm very weird about meat. I like it super well cooked. I don't like bloody meat. I'm very particular about food being super cooked. I've just had some bad experiences in the past where I've gotten bad food poisoning. I'm very cautious about poultry, and I don't eat pork. Fish, I'm a little leery about. Sushi, all that kind of stuff, I just don't really go for. Just because I've had really bad experiences in the past with getting pretty sick. So anyways, he made me some chicken, super well cooked, and I ate like a big piece of it, and I just felt life was coming back into my body, and I wasn't like shaky. Like normally when I'm not feeling good, I'm like shaky and I'm shortness of breath and I'm like pale and I have no energy to even get up and go to the bathroom. That's like my bad days. So I think I'm dealing with a little bit of anemia. I think I'm lacking in some iron. I looked it up yesterday and I have all the symptoms for it. So I did, and I haven't been able to take my prenatals. Some days I can't take it because I can't keep it down. I've thrown up a couple pills, not completely thrown up, but it just gag it up. So yeah, prenatals are kind of hit and miss every day. So, and that's what has my iron in it. So I'm like, okay, I need to get this iron in my body. I did read that when the placenta's forming, lots of blood flow is going down there, and it's super common with pregnant women. I guess 95% of women deal with some form of mild anemia. So I'm not really sure. When I go see my doctor, I go see my OB on the 26th, I'm gonna have him do a blood panel on me and just see how everything's looking and seeing what I'm lacking, because I do feel like I'm missing something. I just feel off. It could just be pregnancy and morning sickness and first trimester. There's all kinds of weird things that happen to your body in first trimester. So I don't know if this is normal or not to feel dead. I feel like the energy is just sucked out of me. Like the life is just sucked out of me some days. And then today I feel good, and I keep eating. Like even on days where I'm feeling sick, I'm still eating, which that's good, that I'm still getting nutrients, I'm still getting food. It's kind of a weird little battle going on in my body where like I'm sick, I feel nauseous, I don't want anything to do with food, and then there's another part of me that's like, eat, 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 you're hungry, you need to eat. So yeah, that's kind of been a weird little balancing act I've been trying to figure out. So yeah, I feel like I'm getting the hang of it. I feel like I got this a little bit better now. I feel like I got it down. I feel like I can handle situations better. Like when I'm starting to feel super nauseous, I just go and I eat. And when I get I can't just eat like a couple bites, like crackers. I know some people can have a couple crackers and they feel better. That doesn't do it for me. I need like a meal. I need like a lot of food in my belly to feel better. So that's just me. Everyone's different. So I'm drinking lots of water. I had a huge scare this weekend. Bleeding everywhere, blood. Scared half to death. My husband went skydiving this weekend for his birthday. I flew out some of his friends from Seattle. They all came out, and I kind of planned this whole weekend of fun for him, and I just stayed home sick. And on Saturday, that was the day that they were skydiving, they all left. I was gonna go and watch them because it's just down the freeway from me. And I ended up texting them saying I'm not gonna make it. I didn't feel good. I was having some really bad, sharp, electrocuting type pains. I don't know if that's round ligament pain. I keep hearing from everyone that I'm gonna experience round ligament pain. I don't know what it feels like. That's why I posted on my Instagram, what does it feel like? So yeah, it was like this sharp, zapping, electrocuting feeling, stabbing feeling of like, it would start at my cervix and like go all the way up, and it just kept zapping. Like if I moved different ways, it would just like zap. It would like electrocute me, and I would just be I didn't want to move. I was actually scared to move. At one point, I was just like, I got on my bed and I just curled up in a ball, and I was like crying, and I was panicking because I thought that I was like miscarrying. And then I went to the bathroom, and blood just dripping out of me, like a period, like on a full flow period. It was just blood flowing out of me. scared me half to death. I started crying, I started hyperventilating, started praying, just please God, just please keep my baby safe, and absolutely panicked. By myself, didn't have anyone here. My husband's in the middle of skydiving. Literally, this all happened when he jumped out of a plane. I'm not going to call my husband when he's about to jump out of a plane and tell him that I think I'm miscarrying. So I was kind of alone in the situation, and thank God I have the ultrasound place down the street, because I called them. It's just a little boutique ultrasound place. It's not even a doctor's office. There's ultrasound technicians that work there, and people just go in there. There's a boutique there where you can buy cute little baby things, and there's a photographer that works there. She does photography. It's kind of like your one-stop shop for pregnancy. And there's 2 rooms in there where they do ultrasound. So women can come in, and there's like a couch set up so they can invite family, and everyone can watch the baby, and they do the gender reveals, and it's like a really cool boutique. So I'm so glad that this place is down the street from me, because I can kind of call them whenever and go in there and get this ultrasound if, I feel like something's wrong. So I call them and I tell them, I'm having bleeding. I'm 8 weeks, I think it was 8 weeks, 3 days, or 8 weeks, 2 days. And I'm like, can I come in? I'm bleeding. And they're like, yeah, come in an hour. So I drove myself there, still in pain, feeling the zapping feelings, and I could feel myself still bleeding. I had a pad in just to see, if it was filling up, because my nurse told me if it fills up within an hour, that's really bad. So that didn't happen. It wasn't bleeding that much. So I got there, baby was fine, saw heartbeat, everything was fine. So, yeah, everything's good. So, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that everything turned out fine. So anyways, I don't know, you guys, I don't know if anyone's been through this. I feel like this has not been a walk in the park. This is my second huge scare, thinking that I was miscarrying, and coast was clear, I was fine. Baby measures ahead of schedule. The lady measured him, and she's like, you have a little overachiever. This baby is like growing. So she just said the bleeding is from uterus expanding. I can talk about it now, you guys. I'm having twins, obviously. Pretty much everyone knows this by now. I can talk about it too, because we did tell my family last night at my husband's birthday barbecue that we were having twins. So it was a couple of my family members from his side that have access to this channel, so they all know now. So I can talk about it. Yay! So I'm having twins. So anyways, I keep saying baby in the past. I can say babies now. So yeah, another reason is with twins, I guess it's super common to have bleeding. My body's growing 2 placentas, so they say placentas, you bleed from that because both the placentas are growing in. They did a 3D scan on my babies, and you could see both of them have their umbilical cord forming, and she could see the placenta forming. So that could be why I'm bleeding. That could be why I'm having pains. Placenta's starting to take over. Which is great, because they say once placenta takes over, morning sickness starts to subside a little bit. So yeah, that was my weekend. Very, just not fun. So yeah, everything's fine. Everything turned out fine. So that, I guess, would be another part of my 8-week symptom is I'm still spotting. Actually every day since then I have spotted, and it's now like that brownish blood. It's not the bright red blood. My nurse, I've been texting with her. I go in to see my fertility specialist tomorrow, and they're going to do an ultrasound of me and just evaluate everything, just make sure everything's okay. Even though I did get an ultrasound, she said just come in and see us, and we're going to just make sure everything's okay. And I showed her the pictures of the blood, and she said right away, that's a blood clot. You're passing a blood clot. So she said, that's fine, that's normal. It's normal with twin pregnancies. My mom had twins. I called my mom. My mom said, my mom, I guess, had like a full-blown period type bleed 3 times in her pregnancy. So bleeding is super common with twins. So I don't know if this is going to be my last time, but every time it happens, I panic and it's really scary and no one wants to go through that. So it's like, thank God I'm experiencing this nausea. Thank God I'm experiencing all these symptoms because it just reassures me that these babies are growing and they keep growing. And my God, it's just, I'm on pins and needles every day. So I'm getting through it, and it's like there's nothing I can do. I just got to go along with it and trust that everything's going to work out. I'm going to be 9 weeks on Thursday. I am 8 weeks, 5 days today. I know it's a little early to do this video, but I was feeling good and I didn't know how tomorrow will be feeling, so I thought I'll just film the video today. So anyways, those are the symptoms. Still nauseous, but I feel like I have better control over it. I feel like it's not getting worse anymore. It's just kind of staying the same, which is good. So I'm hoping that starts going away here soon. If not, hey, I got it down. I know how to cure it, and I know how to help myself feel better. So that diclegus, I think it's called. I never know how to say it. I feel like that's a lifesaver for me. I've heard that it doesn't work for some people, but it works for me, and I'm so happy because it just seems like one of the safer medications to take for pregnancy. So yeah, I'm very happy that I found that medication, because I feel like if I wasn't taking it, I would probably be hospitalized. I feel like I would probably need to be on IVs, and I would probably be vomiting a lot. So yeah, thank God I'm on that stuff, and I feel like I'm having sort of an enjoyable pregnancy while on it. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm trying to think what else I want to talk about. This video is getting almost 20 minutes, so I'm going to try and cut it short here in a minute. So yeah, those are all the symptoms. I haven't really gained any weight. My boobies are growing and they hurt. So at night, I'm a tummy sleeper. So I definitely need to start changing that and start sleeping on my side, which I'm not good at sleeping on my side. I hate sleeping on my back. That's just super uncomfortable. I've always been a tummy sleeper. So I probably need to stop that soon, because you can't lay flat on your stomach when you're pregnant. I mean, I have a little bit of a bump. Some people notice it, some people don't. I notice it because it's my body, and I notice there's a bump. So, yeah, I mean, it's there, but it's definitely not like I'm in public and people are like, oh, you're pregnant. So I definitely have a little bit of a bump. I feel like it will start getting bigger here soon, since having twins. They say that you start showing big time, like 12 weeks. It's pretty noticeable. So yeah, I'm really excited to get my bump and start wearing maternity clothes. Like, I've always been so excited to just show off my bump, and I can't wait to be in like a bikini or a bathing suit, like just strut my stuff with my baby bump. So I can't wait for that this summer. And like I said, I'm about 137, 138. No, sorry, 127, 130, 127, 128 pounds. So I'm still at a good weight. 130 has always kind of been, 135 has always been my max weight. So I kind of go between 135 to 125. I've always just stayed in between there most of my life. So once I go past 135, that's going to be like, okay, I'm pregnant. So I can't wait for that. I am excited to gain weight and just embrace pregnancy. It's something that I can't wait to do. So yeah, anyways, weight's doing good. I'm eating a ton. I'm eating so much. Watermelon. Oh my God, my mother-in-law brought over watermelon last night. And it was, some watermelons are not good. You can't eat it. It's just not good. She brought over this watermelon that was like perfect. It was so sweet. It was so juicy. I ate the whole thing. I mean, and I'm still craving more right now, so I'm going to ask my husband to go pick up another one at my local grocery store where she got hers. because I need more watermelon. So watermelon, I'm wanting so bad. Grapes, sweet, hard grapes. Those are super good. Blueberries, I'm loving. My husband makes me chicken, and so I just kind of pick from that. It's in the fridge, and I kind of pick from that throughout the day. So I'm eating chicken. What else am I craving? I have an In-N-Out close to my house, so I love animal style fries. I've been really craving animal style fries. Milkshake, those sound really good. So I've definitely been getting more healthy. I'm not eating super fatty anymore like I was. Even though I still am craving macaroni and cheese, I'm craving hamburgers, I'm craving pasta, like thick, good, saucy Italian food. I'm Italian, so I got like a crazy craving the other day for gnocchi. And I called my grandma and I'm like, Grandma, I need you to make me gnocchi. So she's gonna make me some gnocchi and some of her homemade famous marinara sauce. So I'm needing my Italian food, lasagna. It's just, oh my God. I think I'm gonna have my husband pick me up Italian food tonight because I need it. So anyways, yeah, food is on my mind 24/7. I wanna eat all the time. So I'm craving sweets, I'm craving salty. I guess that brings me to tell you guys something really exciting. So since we did IVF, we do know what we put in embryo-wise into my uterus, and both of them stuck, obviously, because they are fraternal, so both embryos stuck. So because of that, we know the gender of our babies from the get-go. So I guess I will let you guys know the gender reveal. We're having a little boy and a little girl. Yay! So I am just so happy that I am going to get a little boy and a little girl, best of both worlds, and I've always just wanted one boy and one girl, so I am so excited to just kind of get this over with. So I'm probably not going to do it again. I maybe might want a third one later on down the road. I can't see myself wanting 3. I just feel like 2's perfect, and then a boy and a girl is just ideal. That's what personally I've always wanted. So yeah, boy and a girl, that's what we're having, and so now I can talk about that freely with you guys. And they say if you're having a girl, you crave more sweet things, and then they say if you're having a boy, you crave more salty things. And it's interesting because I'm craving both. So yay, boy and a girl, now you guys know. We do have names picked out a long time ago, so we'll do a whole reveal on that later on. I'll do a whole video on that further on down the road. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys, my family already knows it's boy and a girl, so now I can talk about that freely with you guys. So so excited, so happy, and just over the moon. Cannot wait for these 2 little ones to get here. So constantly rubbing my belly and constantly just talking to them, and we think baby B is a girl because her heart beats faster than baby A, and they say the faster heartbeat is usually the girl. So we obviously won't know that until later on down the road when they can actually point out what gender is what. So I'm really excited about that. Whoever is on my right side, I don't know what baby, I think it's baby A. I get a lot more pains, a lot more cramps on my right side, so I don't know, who knows. We always say it's our little boy because he was already hatched, he was ready to go, he was our healthiest embryo out of all 12, and we chose him. And then our little girl embryo, she was the 3rd healthiest, and obviously our 2nd healthiest was also a girl, and that's who we transferred in our first transfer. So we chose number 1 and number 3 this time. So they're both so healthy, they were graded perfect. embryos, so they definitely proved us right, and they stuck, and they're still sticking, so just fingers crossed that these two make it. They make it the whole way. So yay, now that's out in the open. Twins, boy and a girl. So I'll leave it at that. I have an appointment tomorrow with my fertility clinic to look at my uterus and see what the bleeding is, what's happening with all the bleeding. So if I need to do a video on it, I will. I'll do an update on my Instagram. If I need to do a video on it, I will. But I really wasn't supposed to have, my last ultrasound was with them last Friday, so I've actually graduated from my fertility clinic, and I am now back in the real world, and I'm going to see an OB on the 26th. So I did text my nurse, and she said during that time, of course, I can always come see them. So I texted them, and because of the bleeding, they do want to see me tomorrow. So I go see them tomorrow. They're going to look at everything, make sure everything's okay. So fingers crossed, all's okay. I did see them on ultrasound on Saturday after all that bleeding happened, and they were fine. They were fine. They were perfect heartbeat. So I think it's just a twin thing, the bleeding. So if anyone else has had experience with the bleeding, the cramps, with twins, I know I have a lot of twin mommies on here that follow me and have given me such good advice. So if you have any more advice, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear your feedback. It's definitely so scary, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing and that this is all normal. So I will stop it at that. Sorry, it's gone almost 27 minutes. Sorry about that. So that is my 8-week bump date and my gender reveal and my twin reveal. So my next video will probably, I don't know. I might do a day in the life. Maybe next week or later this week, and kind of do what I do in a day. Maybe I'll do it on a day where I'm not feeling good, so I can kind of give some tips on what I do. I don't know. So let me know what you guys want to see next, because it will probably be a little bit of a wait until my next appointment, which is the 26th. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.